What's wrong right now in our country is not politics. It's not inflation. It's not economics. I know some of those things affect our lives. That's not the problem. And unfortunately, the people who were given the answers to the problem are so cowardly and complacent right now that over the last generation, they relegated where the power really was to politics. They looked to human government to actually make the difference in this country. They looked to passing policies through human government to actually win the soul of the country, and it did the opposite. It lost the soul of the country. I see people all across this country that are hungry, especially in this younger generation, hungry for true spirituality. They are hungry. But you know where they don't think it's going to be found? In the church. They ain't looking for it in the Christian church. What they see in the Christian church is a bunch of complacency. They see really great ideas being promoted from a pulpit, but there's very little action when it comes to actually implementing those ideas when your life is on the line, when your life is broken, when your neighbor, when the people in your life are hurting. When redemption is on the line, those very people that have all those great things to say, they're too busy to get involved in your life. There's no action. And it's about as worthless as when James says, he tells somebody that's homeless, oh, well, I hope you're warm and well-fed tonight. And that's it. And right now, that's how people, I think, experience the Christian church in America. Your house is on fire. Your life is burning down. And they stand there and they take a video of it on their phone and they tell you they're going to pray for you. We'll pray for you. So sorry to hear that. We'll pray for you. And I think there is a hunger for real, actionable spirituality right now. I think people want to see the real power of God. And actually, it's funny because that's exactly what the disciples said was going to happen. In the New Testament, the apostles write, and they said that in these days, there will be a form of godliness, but it will deny his power. And that's what you have. You have a powerless church. Jesus said in his Sermon on the Mount that the church and the people who followed him, the disciples of Jesus, not some religious institution, but the people in the community that followed him, he said they were supposed to be a city on a hill, lights shining in the darkness, a beacon. But he said if the salt loses its saltiness, it's worth nothing but to be thrown out and trampled under people's feet. I think that's the state of the church right now in America, in many places, is that it's basically asleep at the wheel. And it's time for people who are hungry for real spiritual truth and real spirituality. It's time for an awakening. It's time to rise up.